Hey, Kevin, what do you got there? A dinosaur skeleton?
Yeah, it kind of looks like that. Now, this is the beginning of a arch for a bell. You know, it's a sound sculpture. And what I thought was, well, you know, I've got some leftovers out there. I've got some scrap from a sculpture called Portal. That's what these pieces are. This is the center section that I cut out of Portal when I put it all together. And they've just been sitting out there in a pile, you know, either waiting to go to the scrapyard or, you know, I do something with them. So, okay, I thought, let's put this all together. I'll bend up this 1/2-inch rod in the middle, get my shape the way I want it, and then I'll clean up these little, for lack of a better word, triangles to go on this 1/2-inch rod, just like I did with Portal, and that'll help define that shape a little. Well, this upper edge of these triangles, once I cleaned everything up, ground them all, got them all the same size, this edge wound up being right about a 1/2 inch wide. So this is some 1/2 inch by 1/2 inch solid stock. And on the back side over here, on the other side, these wound up being right about 1/4 inch. So here's 1/4 by 1/4 solid stock. And that just helps give it some shape, give it some dimension. But what I've been doing is, you know, bend the rod, put it up on jack stands, put all these little triangles on it, space them out, you know, do the math, got X number of triangles, got X number of length in inches, divide, you know, gives you, you know, a rough idea of how far apart to put them all. And then just come in and tack it, tack it, tack it, tack it, tack it, tack it as I'm going. Just trying to get my twist in there at the same time. So it's got a little more shape, a little more definition. If I just put them all in the same orientation, yeah, then it would look like a spine, you know, a backbone or something. Yeah, we got to be more interesting than that. But this is all about tacking. So tack them all on here, cut my 1/4 by 1/4, you know, roll it out, shape it, you know, over your head, over your knee, whatever it is you have to do to get that twist in there just right, to get it to flow, get it to follow all these different spots that it has to be welded on. Tack it, tack it, tack it, all the way along. Then once you get all 3 of them on, you know, the 2 1/4 by 1/4s, you get that 1/2 inch by 1/2 inch on, that was a booger to get that to bend and twist and shape all at the same time. But once you get them all tacked on, then go ahead and fire up the MIG, come back and start welding them, but weld it here, weld it here, weld it up there, you know, because you know it moves. You know, as you weld it, everything wants to flex, everything wants to move. So, you know, the good thinking behind tacking everything is then you can get a good look at it before you start doing all your hard welding. If one of these triangles, you know, in all of your tacking has flexed a little bit, you know, it's turned just a little, so now it's got this little woo-hoo in it, you know, it's not quite flowing the way it needs to, well then I can come back with, this is a little air-powered cutoff wheel. So it's got a little 3-inch cut-off disc on it, you know, hook it up to the compressor. You can get right down in here and get your tacks off. You can grab that triangle, give it a little tweak one way or the other, you know, get things to move just a little bit, just to smooth it out, get it to flow, get it to look right. And then you come back and start doing all your hard welding. You know, and then once I stand it up, you know, I hang a bell on it, you know, put a little weight to it, you know, heck, even if I just hang myself on it, so I know everything is structurally okay here, it's not going to collapse, it's not going to fall over, well then I like to take it outside, put it out in the sun, nice and bright. I can go out there with a soapstone, you know, a piece of chalk, whatever, and I can walk around it and look at it and go, whoop, wait a minute, missed that one, missed that one. You know, maybe I'll bring the hammer back and I'll, you know, hammer on that part right there to try to straighten it, try to tweak it, try to move it just a little, but put it out in the sun. That way you can get a good look at it, because that's where it's going to live. You know, it'll be an outdoor piece. Put it out in the sun where you can see it. Live with it for a couple of days. You don't have to finish it right then. Get a good look at it. Bring it in, fix your little boo-boos, throw it back out there, look at it again. Once it's sat out there for a week, you know, and you've been able to walk by it and go, nope, still nothing wrong, then you can finally, take it to the powder coater, you can paint it, you can rust it, you can do whatever you want with it. So tack it, look at it, tack it some more, do your hard welding, do all your little adjustments to it, finish it off, you're good to go. Speaking of going, you're going to go out to my website, you're going to sign up for my newsletter, I'm going to go over to the tool room and drag that welder back out and go back to work. We'll see you next time.